Hello, my Storytime friends. What a great day for Storytime. I'm so glad we're together, so let's say hello. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you at Storytime. And it is good to be together at Storytime. And today we're going to talk about a great letter. This one. What is this? You're right. It's the letter X. And the letter X is a fun letter to print and draw in the sky. So let's get our finger. And it's two straight lines, but they're crisscrossed. So start up here and make a line this way. And now go over here and make a line this way to make an X. Look at that. Good job. Let's sing about X. Let's sing hooray for X. Let's sing hooray for X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Let's sing hooray for X. X is a neat letter to sign as well. Watch my hand today. So you kind of start like you're making a letter A, and you pop your finger up to make a little hook like that. That is the letter X, like that. Shall we sign all the letters we know? We know a ton. We almost know them all. So let's start at the beginning. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, and today, X. So great! You know so many signs already. Good for you. Good job. Now we're going to talk about some pictures that I have of letters, of words that start with the letter X. But I want to tell you that X is kind of a tricky letter, my friends. X is sometimes at the beginning of a word, not very many, more times in the middle of a word, and most of the time at the end of a word. So we're going to spot the X's today, okay? Let's see what my first one is. What is this? Do you know what this instrument is? And it's an xylophone. See that X at the beginning? This is one of the few words that has an X at the beginning. Have you ever played an xylophone? You use the mallets to hit the pads, and then it makes a nice sound. I'll show you the sign for xylophone. You take your hand as if you're holding the mallets, and you just are playing the xylophone like that. You're banging the music out. Good. Let's sing about an xylophone. Xylophone starts with X. Xylophone starts with X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Xylophone starts with X. Very nice. So let's see what else. Ooh. So this is another word that has an X at the beginning. Do you know what that is? An X-ray. An X-ray is a very special picture of your bones. It's very neat. So feel your arm. Can you feel your arm? You feel that hard bone in there? That's the inside of your body with a bone. You have lots of bones in your body. And when a doctor takes a special picture of your bones, they look white on the picture like this, like an X-ray. That's an X-ray. I'll show you the sign for X-ray. You make an X like that, and you just tap your chest with it. Bring the X to your chest. That's X-ray. Good. Let's sing about X-ray. X-ray starts with X. X-ray starts with X. Let's sing hooray for X today. X-ray starts with X. And do you see the X at the very beginning? Because X-ray is a word that has the X at the beginning. Great. Let's see what else. Ooh, look at this. Do you know what this is? It's an axe. Do you and your grown-ups ever have a bonfire or a campfire? When we have a bonfire or a campfire, Mr. Ransom uses an axe and chops up some logs so that we can burn them in our fire pit. It's an axe. Now, do you see the X? In the middle. It's in the middle. So let's sing about an axe. Let's sing. Axe has an X. Axe has an X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Axe has an X in the middle. It does. Good. What else? Oh my goodness, look at this one. What is this? A bowl, some eggs, a whisk. So this is a picture of mixing. Maybe mixing cookies, maybe mixing a cake. Mix. This one has an X at the end. Do you see it? At the end, mix ends in X. Ah, neat. Let's sing about mix. Mix has an X. Mix has an X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Mix has an X at the end. Nice. Good. What else? Ooh, look at this one. What kind of a creature is this? A fox. It's a fox. Do you know I have seen a fox running around my neighborhood? I have. You can tell a fox because it kind of has sort of reddish colored fur. Yeah. Now look at this X. Where do you see it? At the end. At the end of the word is the X. Now to sign the word fox, you take your hand like this and you wiggle it. It's like the fox's nose and it's twitching. Fox. That's how you sign the word fox. Let's sing about fox. Fox has an X. Fox has an X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Fox has an X at the end. It does. Fox. What is my last word today? Ooh, look at this. What is this, my friends? You are right. It's a box. A box has an X as well. Where is it? At the end. That's where the X is in box. Have you ever played with a box? It is so fun to play with a box. You can make anything out of a box. You can make a house or a spaceship or a truck. Anything you want, you can make out of a box. Shall we sing about box? Let's sign box first. You know how you sign box? You take your hands and you show the shape of a box. It's kind of big, kind of a big box. So you want to show the sides, the other sides, and the top. That's how you make the sign for box. One side, other side, top and bottom. Just like that, the sign for box. Shall we sing about a box? Box has an X. Box has an X. Let's sing hooray for X today. Box has an X. At the end, it does. Nice. That is an interesting letter, that letter X. The letter X is a very interesting letter because it's all through words. So it's not very often at the beginning. So when you look for a word with an X in your book today, you'll have to look through the whole word. It's not always at the beginning. It's tricky. You'll have to use your super eyes to look for that, okay? Now let's maybe read a story together. Are you ready for a story? I'm ready to read a story. I will get the magic book bag. Yes, I will. Here it is. And you get some magical fingers. How about that? And start wiggling them. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Poof! Let's see if that worked. If the magic came through. Ooh. And Here's a book. Nice. What's it called? The Fox in the Library. This was written by Lorenz Pauli. All the words Lorenz Pauli wrote. And Catherine Scherer was the illustrator that drew all the pictures in this book, The Fox in the Library. I've never seen a fox in my library, but we'll see. Let's move my chair a bit so I can show you the pictures better. And this is what it looks like, the fox in the library. Mouse was enjoying some peace and quiet when all at once she smelled a fox. Then she heard a noise. "Now I've got you," growled Fox. But Mouse disappeared through the basement window. "Wait!" Fox snarled, chasing after her, down into the cellar, over a box, around a corner, and into a pipe. At last, Fox squeezed himself out of the tight spot. "Where's that mouse?" he growled and snuffled. But all he could smell was paper and people. "There you are," he shouted. Mouse scurried behind some shelves, and Fox dashed after her. Suddenly, Mouse stopped in her tracks. "Hey, this is a very special place. A place where you shouldn't annoy others, and you are being really annoying." "I'm going to grab you. You're mine," growled Fox. "Nothing here belongs to you," Mouse said with a giggle. "You can only borrow things here, and I'll never be yours. This isn't the forest. This is the library." "A what?" asked Fox. "A library," said Mouse. Fox looked around and said, "What's a library?" "A library is a place full of books to read and borrow. You need books to have adventures and to learn new things and to have new ideas," said Mouse. Then she picked out a picture book from the shelf and handed it to Fox. "For you, to give you new ideas." The pictures showed a farmer and a cat. The farmer had chickens and a problem with a fox. The library fell silent. Suddenly, Fox slammed the book shut. "Chickens," he said. "Now there's an idea." Mouse nodded in relief as Fox turned and ran, leaving the book on his chair. "You're supposed to put the books back in the bin," she called after him. But Fox was gone. The next night, Fox came back. "I want to take yesterday's book home with me, and you, Mouse, are coming too. I want you to read the story to me because I can't read." Mouse shook her head. "I'm sorry, I don't have time. I discovered a book of magic tricks, and I'm learning to be a magician. But the audio books are over there. Maybe you can find your book on a CD to listen to it." Fox was in luck. Mouse called after him. "You can borrow the book and the CD. Just bring them back nice and clean. And don't chew anything up. You'll need a library card, though, and..." But the book, the CD, and the fox were gone. Oops. 3 nights later, Fox returned with a chicken. "What a bother. I had a chicken between my teeth when she told me that chicken bones are bad for foxes. Is that true?" "We'll have a look in the encyclopedia," said Mouse, continuing to do her magic tricks. Chicken could hardly breathe, but somehow she managed to read the chicken section in the encyclopedia, a pet guide, a cookbook, and Fox's storybook. That's a smart chicken. Then Fox drifted off to sleep, and Chicken drifted off to sleep also. Only Mouse stayed awake, practicing her magic tricks. When the sun came up, the door opened and people started coming into the library. Mouse woke Chicken. Chicken woke Fox. They started to sneak out when Chicken spotted her farmer. She whispered to Fox, "If I went cluck cluck right now, you'd be outfoxed, wouldn't you?" Fox trembled. Then he narrowed his eyes and said, "Did you see what your farmer has under his arm?" Oh my goodness, it's a cookbook and it says 1 chicken, 100 recipes. Eek! Now it was Chicken's turn to tremble. "You know what?" said Fox. "I'll dig you a tunnel out of your chicken coop if you teach me how to read." Chicken nodded. They picked out a book that they both liked, then another and another. "Stop!" Mouse called out. "You can't take more than 10 things out at a time and bring them all back when they're due." But the books, Fox and Chicken were gone. Look at all the books they picked. That's a ton. And look what they're doing. Reading. I think Chicken is teaching Fox how to read. That is so great because reading is something you'll love to do for your whole life long. I hope you love to read just as much as I do. I think so. I think you do. Do you know what? Let's do some printing today. I have my marker and I have my whiteboard. Do you have a marker or a pencil or a crayon? Do you have a piece of paper? Do you think we can do some printing of the letter X? You are going to love this letter. This is a great letter because it's 2 very nice straight lines that cross in the middle. So let's try it. I'll hold it up. Let's try and make a capital letter X. And you do it like this. You make a straight line down like this way. Oh my goodness, that's not very straight. I'll erase it. We'll try again. You make a straight line this way, and then you make a straight line this way. A capital letter X. Look it, that's fun. Let's do it again. A straight line this way, and a straight line this way. Cross them in the middle. Capital letter X. And good news, my friends. A lowercase letter X. The very same, only smaller. Let's turn your paper over. Let's make some lowercase letter X's. Same thing. Small straight line this way, and small straight line this way. Lowercase x. Let's do it again. 1, 2. Lowercase, uppercase. Lowercase, uppercase. Ah, that is a great letter. To practice your printing, practice, practice, practice. It's a fun one to print. Now, you know what else is a fun thing to do? I'm going to show you this, and you can ask your grown-up if you can play this with them. This is called tic-tac-toe. Sometimes we call it X's and O's. And how you play is you make this grid on a piece of paper. You need 4 lines. And you each get a pencil, and you take turns. One of you makes the X's, one of you makes the O's. And you see if you can put 3 in a row. It is a fun game to play. Fun and good practice for printing. Because then you'll be printing X's and O's. 2 kinds of practice. Tic-tac-toe. Ask your grown-up to play tic-tac-toe with you today. It's a good game. That's fun. But now it's time to sing some ABCs. So let's sing the ABCs like you sing them at home. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Fun. I love singing with you. Let's sing again. Let's sing the library ABCs. That we pat our legs in a rhythm all together at the same time. Are you ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E. The library's the place to be. F, G, H, I, J. Reading, reading every day. K, L, M, N, O. Reading helps your brain to grow. P, Q, R, S, T. Stories are for you and me. U, V, W, X, Y. All kinds of books for you to try. Z, 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 Z. Read and read and read, I said. And today would be a terrific day to read a story at your house. And when you are looking through all the words in your story, try to remember that an X is not always at the beginning. An X lots of times is in the middle and lots of times at the end. There's just a few words that have X at the beginning. So you look for the letter X's in your story for me today. And maybe you and your grown-up will play tic-tac-toe or X's and O's, because that's fun too. Now it's time to say goodbye. So do you have thumbs that you can hide and not let me see them? And let's sing, where is my thumb, where is my thumb? Here I am, here I am. Did you have a good time? Yes, I had a good time. Time to go hide away. Where is my hand? Where is my hand? Here I am. Here I am. It's time to wave goodbye now. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Now I'll see you next time at Story Time. And I will see you in a few days. And until then, remember to be kind to each other and to wash your hands. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.